Hey everyone, it's Christina Bina. So like I said, I'm going to keep doing the artsy videos. And if you notice, I'm sitting on my couch. I finally got a tripod. I'm so excited. So over the last little while, I decided to dip back into my high school days and try to remember what my art teacher would do for exercises and some of the assignments that she would give us. I decided to let my nieces come on board as well, so they all came over and we did this really cool art project. And it actually turned out better than I thought it would. It's pretty cool. So I thought, why not show you guys what we've been doing? So we're gonna go from a nice cool blank canvas to something a little bit more colorful. This is something that my teacher taught us to do in high school, and she called it spirit painting. And basically all it is slapping things onto a canvas, looking at it, trying to figure out what you see. And by slapping things, I definitely mean taking some good old, this stuff, I have no idea what to call it, putty, wall putty maybe? It's for filling in holes in a wall. And you put it onto a canvas all willy-nilly, making it all textured and cool. And then you let it dry, and then you take some paint colors that complement each other, and you just kind of throw them onto a canvas, and yeah, you go from there. So I figured, why not take you guys on that journey? I really hope you guys are enjoying the art stuff that I'm doing, even though there isn't a whole lot. This would be number 3, I do believe. I know I'm enjoying it. I haven't done this much art stuff in a long time. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, here we go. So you're gonna take this stuff for doing your walls. You're going to take a scraper, which is also for doing your walls, and you are going to open it. Maybe open it. Oh man. Oh, come on. Get fake nails, they said. It would be fun, they said. So it's this stuff, and as you can see, we've used some, but that's because we had fun doing our other one. So you're literally going to just take it and you're going to just go on to your canvas. And it's kind of satisfying being able to scrape it just wherever. And we learned that if you do too thick of a coat on here, it takes all night to dry. So we try to avoid that. And I really wish I could like get a hold of my art teacher from high school and be like, hey, you are an amazing woman and you inspired at least one of your students, because the things she taught me really stuck with me. So kudos to that teacher. Alright, so we've got pretty good coat going here on the whole canvas. So now what we end up doing is you just keep moving it around. You can like make little stucco marks. You can do whatever. You can make deep contour lines. You can make shapes. You just keep going until you feel like you are done. There is no right way to this. There is no wrong way to this. This is something that you do just to do it. You just keep moving. You just keep going until you physically feel like you don't want to do anymore, right? Like if you do any more, it's just gonna look stupid, or, you know, you just want to be done. And the key to this is to not look at it as a whole. That kind of defeats the purpose of this. You just want to let your arm and your hand take control and just make the designs and do whatever. just let it do its thing. This is your subconscious working too, when you're not really paying attention to exactly what you are doing. It's your subconscious mind that is controlling your muscle movements. I think that's why sometimes it is deemed a spirit painting, just because it is, you know, it might be your soul that is taking over and producing something that your conscious mind never would have even thought to do. So I think that's pretty cool. Not even gonna lie. I think I'm pretty much done though. I don't like to spend too much time mucking around on trying to get it anywhere, really. I just hope that it's not too thick of a layer. Alright, I'm gonna call that done. You scrape off your paddle, put your lid tightly back on, and we will come back to this when it's dry. Okay, so now that it's on the canvas, I have to wait a long time for that to dry. It's probably going to take more than a few hours, so the lighting may be different when we come back. And while I wait, I'm just going to sit here with my cup of coffee. Alright, so it's dry now, and we are going to pick some colors to put onto the canvas. Alright guys, the next step to this, now that it's nice and dry, is to go ahead and pick some colors that you want to put on it. So it can be any colors you want, whatever speaks to you that day. The one that I did before, there was lots of neon colors and reds and earthy tones, and so I think this time I really want to do like blues and purples and reds, just because I haven't really done a whole lot of those before. So I have got a purple, I've got a red, and then I have smaller tubes of greens and blues. I just have to pick which shades I like. Alright, so I've got my colors picked out, and I don't usually put anything onto a palette until I am ready to pick out the picture that I want to actually bring out in this piece. So I just go around making dots of everything, and you just kind of put it how much wherever. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just you go with it, and it's just your subconscious that is basically telling you what to do, and it can actually have really cool results. Some results you would have no idea. You'd be like, whoa, I never thought that I could actually do something like that. And I find that the best success is to just go with it, just do it. Yeah, I hope you guys decide to try this out and like actually play around, because it is probably one of the most fun projects I've ever done, ever in my life. Even my nieces, they said that they really enjoyed it as well. I didn't take pictures of their stuff just because they both have Instagram, and I figured they would like to just, you know, keep it on their own Instagram. Alright, let's go in with some color here. And I'm just going to drizzle this on, like a so. And the red. So I'm hoping that this red eventually just pops right out, right? Something nice and bright and bold. And I think I'm actually going to add, oh, excuse me, some of this purple. It's a neon purple. There we go. All right. And then you take a paintbrush and you literally just start going. Just go. You know, there's no rhyme or reason to this whatsoever. And if you feel like, because see how it starts to get a little bit muddy, if you're feeling like it's too muddy, you can always go back in with your individual colors, and you can just kind of plop it down wherever, just so that it kind of pops out for you. But yeah, there's seriously no rhyme or reason to any of this whatsoever. So I'm getting to a point where my colors are starting to get too muddied, and we can't have that. So I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. And yes, literally everything except for a few of the paints and the white wall plaster that's on here is from the dollar store. So it doesn't have to cost you guys an arm and a leg to get this done, which is the nice part. What do I want more of? I think I need more green. I need more of my green. But I tend, as an artist, to lean towards earthy tones. I am definitely one who likes the more neutral colors. In my previous videos, like I said, I do a lot of stuff that's gray. That just happens to be one of my favorite colors to go to. So I'm just adding in little dollops of color where I feel I need more color. This can take a lot of paint, depending on how picky you are about stuff. So like, I'm almost going to call it done for now. I will go back in once it's dry, because I'm not satisfied with this at all. But the best part about it is you can let it dry and you can come back to it and you can add more. There is no stopping. It is endless. Super, super endless. Or you can even just do like one of these. Like I said, it's all up to you and how you feel about it. If you're not satisfied with it, then don't stop. Keep adding stuff. Or you can take something and start taking away stuff. I am pretty sure you can do that. Take a piece of paper towel, start blotting it away, see what happens, see if your colors pop through again. Experiment with it. Definitely don't stop trying. Don't stop learning, don't stop trying. I actually watched this really cool video this morning as I was waiting for my coffee to finish, and it was the six things to keep in mind for an artist, and one of them was to never stop learning, and I couldn't agree more. I think that is one of the biggest things that you can do, is just keep learning, you guys. Just keep going. Keep trucking along, never stop. Learning will just keep going. Even when I was working as a care aide, and you know, people were in their 90s and they were still learning from day to day. You know, they'd be like, whoa, I didn't know that. Seriously, like that's real, that's true? And then you'd be like, yeah, that's totally true. And they're like, whoa, I had no idea. I guess you learn something new every day. So it is true that you never stop learning, no matter how old you get. No matter how old you get, you will always and continuously be learning. And I'm just gonna add a couple more brush strokes in here. I really want to call it done. I don't really want to do any more in fear of it being too muddied. And it's gonna take 10 years to dry. So the next time you see this, it will be dry. And I will be looking at it to see if I can see anything as it's drying, so that when we come back, I can explain to you what I mean. What I mean is that when you have finished applying the paint all willy-nilly, what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, okay, so if I turn it this way, what do I see? If I turn it this way, what do I see? Right? You're gonna keep looking at it until you can make something out. So you're gonna have to get your creative juices flowing and just look at it. Look at the textures, look at the colors. What's popping out at you? Is it, you know, could this be water? Could this be a tree? Right? Like, what is in here? If you don't want to look at something and you're happy with this final product, by all means, let it dry, hang it up somewhere, give it to somebody. Me personally though, I like to look at it and see what I can see. It's kind of like when you were a kid and you would look at the ceiling. I don't know how many of you still have the popcorn ceiling. So it's the stippled ceiling with like the texture on it. I used to look at it all the time and try to figure out what I could see in it. And that's kind of what this is, only you're adding color, which is super, super cool. So yeah, I'm going to take a few moments to let it dry, have a look at it, wash my brushes, clean up a little bit, and when we come back, I will tell you what I found. Okay, so it's not fully dry, but it should be dry enough for me to add in the bits and pieces. So looking at it, flipping it around, yada yada yada. I'm facing this way, so you guys are looking at it sideways. But I see tree trunks here, here, and here. I see sky or water. I also see ground covers. So I might try and pull those images out a little bit more so that you can actually see what they are. Okay. So I see trees right here. Take some of that blue and that black. We're gonna go in right here with it. I don't know why, but I really like using blue as a highlight for trees, and it's really weird, but I like it. I like it a lot. Just go in like so. Maybe go like this. Give that a little bit there. And then give this one a highlight as well. And if you notice, I have not washed my brush at all. Have not. I'll make that a branch of some sort, I guess. Yeah, go back in with the green. I literally have no rhyme or reason for where this paint is going. It's just going. I know I've said it before, every artist is different. We all have our own techniques. We all see things differently, including color. So there is no wrong when it comes to doing art whatsoever. There is no wrong. If anybody tells you, oh, you've done that wrong or you've done that wrong, there is no such thing as wrong at all. None. It literally just, you get inspired and then you do your own thing, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people create beautiful works of art based on other people's stuff, and that's a lot of the time where art comes from, is they get inspiration from other people's art and they make it their own. They put a twist on it and make it their own. And I'm not digging that tree at all. I already said I need this one. I'm not liking that tree. If you guys head over to my Instagram page, I've got another one of these that I did. The one that I showed in the beginning of this video, I do have a photo of it posted on my Instagram page if you're wanting to go check that out. I do plan on doing maybe a few more of these. I actually, so sad. So I was thinking about giving these away. And then I remembered that I should maybe keep some and maybe build a portfolio of some sort. Just because, you know, you never know. I'm just gonna put a few little dollops of green down here. I'm gonna keep that for like a body of water or something. Do with dark green over here. Keep that as a body of water. Got a lot of green in this now. Jeez. But yeah, and I don't try to use specific colors at all, like, you know, cerulean blue or whatever. I go based on what my instincts tell me. If I like the color, I'm going to use it. If I don't like it, I'm not going to use it. And like, I usually hate green. To be honest, I hate green. My last one that I did like this was mostly blues and pinks and reds and that kind of stuff, and not very much of anything else. And this one I'm using green. I think it just all depends on what you're seeing, what you're wanting to do. And I'm just going to maybe put a bit more blue and purple maybe? I don't know, we'll see. So I just want to go in here, and I just want to bring out some of this blue. I don't want it to be so hidden. I feel like it adds to this picture, so we're just going to go in and we're going to highlight some of these blue areas. And I know my mom is probably going to watch this and be like, oh my god, you need to give that to me. I would like that if you're going to give it to anyone. She has been one of my main supporters of my art throughout my whole life. My dad's jumped on board as well. But I used to be very secretive about my art. I never liked to share my art with anyone. I don't know why I didn't like doing that. I'm just muddying this up a bit. I just realized that's too bright and it no longer flows. So we're just adding some extra color in there. Ooh, I like that combination. I like it a lot. I'll put some of this down here. There we go. I like that. That's good. But I'd like to keep some of those pops of color as well, just because I like where they are. I like how they look. I really do. So to me, this is not done. I'm going to add some more white highlights. Right in here, I think we're gonna add some white. Just some wisps of white here. I need more white. That's what I need. Just to add some different texture and depth to this. And yes, I'm chewing on my paintbrush. Don't chew on paintbrushes, kids, it's bad for you. So we're just going to add in some of it like so. I like it a little bit better. I do feel like it's still missing something though. I just cannot pinpoint exactly what it is missing. But it is missing something. The other thing I've come to know as well is brush strokes mean everything. So like the leaves, right? I'm dabbing, but you can also create textures with the brush stroke. So I've got my trees going up and down, and I've got everything else from side to side, and then I've got all my grass and stuff down here that is all splotchy. And actually I'm going to add some white to that as well. And yeah, definitely try this out, you guys. Like I said, there is no wrong way to do this, and if you do try this, I really want to see what you guys have completed. So drop your pictures down below in the comment section, because that I really want to see. I would really like to see that. I think that would be pretty cool. But I think I'm gonna call this done. I am just kidding. I'm going to put more leaves here because I don't like that. I don't like what I did up there. We're just gonna fix that. Ooh, did you see that? Oh, I liked that. Yes. Let's add a little bit of green into these tree trunks. Ooh, that feels good. I like that. I feel like this trunk is missing. There we go. That's better. Much better. Yeah, so I think we're going to say that this is completed. This isn't one of my favorites by any means, but it is what it is. I painted what I saw, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I have a few more canvases that I'm going to do. I have another project in mind that I think I am going to do as well, and I'm actually quite excited to do it. I hope you guys enjoy the ride. And this next one that I'm thinking about, I actually collabed with my niece on it, and I can't stop thinking about it. It's driving me crazy, so I'm gonna dive into this idea. I'm gonna do the artwork, I'm going to do the writing for it, I'm gonna share it at some point, but it's really cool and interesting, and I think that maybe you guys will be interested too. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to see all the other awesome things that I want to do. Bye!